Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Mishi number one. What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the podcast. I'm Luke Seven. He's Ham Solo. This is the lowdown. Let's get to it. Michael Raymond says he's out walking but listening. Appreciate the support, man.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, let's get to it because it's a tight one this week. It's gonna be rough getting everything in, but
That's what
let's
she
let's give
said.
it a best try. Okay. Okay. I'm Mr. Innuendo here. All right. You're the PC guy. Lord.
I
Anyway,
ain't PC at all.
if my voice sounds a bit off, apologies. I've got a heavy flu. My head's all over the place, throat sore, sinuses. It's all bad. All right. But we're here
He's
because we love
hurting
it.
after that
Uh
PlayStation showcase. His throat is killing him because of Jim.
I'm recovering. I'm recovering. Anyway, first off, let's talk about some basketball. Have solo thoughts on the Celtics Heat series going 7 and how it went down.
Wow. It just seemed like, I don't know, what was it, like a Heat Rest Festival? Where they just let him come back and then just say, hey, we're going to go into Oh, excuse me. I don't even have the camera on me. Didn't even realize that. The Heat was just like, yo, we're going to go into
Ain't
yo
nobody here for
house.
your face, bro.
Into yo house and we gonna beat your ass. That's
Yes.
literally what the Heat just did, and that was so damn disrespectful. It
Yeah,
was it
that
was so
was rough.
disrespectful. What the hell is in my hair? Got like a white fuzzy in there.
You know, the big disappointment for me, it wasn't even that the Heat won, it was the manner in which they won. It was just so lifeless from the Celtics. It was so limp. It was embarrassing. Like they should have lost Game 6, and that would have been more of a like heroic send off. You know, but getting blown out on your home court in Game
After
7, that's
after
just
all
terrible.
after all that work. After all that work to come back.
Man. Yeah, and the thing is,
This is a
and
shame.
I don't want to get too psychological here, but think about it, Ham. If they'd lost Game 6 by 1 point on a last second situation, they would have like more morale to be like, no, 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 we can do this next year. You know what I mean? They got the they got the brakes beaten off of them. Right? There was no challenging what happened in Game 7, and I don't know how you get back from that.
Yeah, it made Game 6 look like a fluke. It made the last 3 games look like a fluke. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever. It was terrible. I'm just happy to see the Nuggets get ready to hop in
So
with the
and
Heat.
Jalen Brown stay together for next season.
I don't know. You froze, so I didn't hear anything you just said. So I was just saying I'm excited to see the Heat versus the Nuggets.
Oh shit! Sorry, am I back now?
Yeah, you're
I
good.
am. All right. I was saying. Well, does Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown stay together for next season?
I don't know, and I sure don't care.
Shit. All right. Michael Raymond says, I think it was embarrassing. They blew a sweep. No other way to look at it, to be honest, is basketball finally over now? Shit.
No,
Ain't nobody feeling the basketball.
it
All
is
right,
not.
fine. Last one.
There's at
Last
least
one, then
7
we're done
more
with
games.
basketball. Nuggets. Yeah, yeah. Nuggets, Heat. Ham Solo, who you got?
Nuggets.
Yeah. I kind of want Jimmy Butler to get this one. But if we're being honest, right, like properly honest, probably not going to happen.
I mean, they got
Yeah,
rest,
yeah, I don't.
and they're just super consistent.
Yeah, not just super
My
consistent. Look
lord.
at that team, Jimmy Butler. It's him and a bunch of literally undrafted guys. That's all. That's all it is. It's just Jimmy and a bunch of guys. No offense to Gabe Vincent and all the other guys. Everyone's undrafted. The Nuggets is just superstar, star. Then you got Michael Porter Jr., Kentavious Caldwell Pope, etc., etc. It just, I would be shocked if this goes 5 games. I think the Heat get 1 game and that is it. That's all she wrote.
Fair enough.
Like, am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy. I'm kind of leaning with Michael on this one. Like, I'm kind of ready for this season to be over.
Oh, just because none of your picks made it to the final.
Absolutely
Is that
not.
where we're at?
No. And no, in fact, when I lived in Denver, I enjoyed going to Nuggets games. I went to Nuggets games back when the arena was empty, bro. Back when like Jokic was like new kid on the
I
block in Denver. So yeah. Yeah, Denver I mean, I'm rooting for them, but I don't know, like I kind of want to see not even
Okay.
next year's NBA, but the year after that with Bronny in there. Like the next big highlight for me is Bronny and LeBron both in the NBA. That will
You're
become
insane.
interesting again, and I'm following the NBA pretty
You are
hard.
insane for saying that.
But as of
Come
right
on.
now, I'm an NBA fan that doesn't really die hard for any team. So I look for interesting things in the NBA, not so much following a specific team.
All right. Stanley Francois coming in with the nastiness. Says, "What's up, fellas? My Heat are in the finals, and Loke has the PS flu. Hope you get." All right.
Let
Fair
him
enough. You know
know.
what?
Let him know.
I'm,
Got the PlayStation
I'm gonna
flu.
let you guys. I'm gonna let you guys have your digs. I will, but
Loke
when
Moriarty over here, y'all. Loke Moriarty.
oh Lord, when when the Xbox showcase comes out and it's not impressive at all, we're going to have a chat, gentlemen. We will have a conversation. I promise you. I promise
I
you. I'm
mean, Loke,
keeping all them receipts.
what's terrible to you? Because if they come out showing a bunch of third party things, you're eating, right? You're having a great day. It doesn't matter, right?
Damn.
As
Damn.
long as the console is serving you and you're not serving the console, right?
I'm not even gonna front with that. When I say terrible, I'm talking about not showing games that are coming up with proper gameplay. Like if all they show is Forza, right? Starfield, and then all the other third parties that we've already seen from the Sony showcase, for me, the question is, what are we even doing here? Why did you waste my time? Why'd you waste those 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours of the showcase that I could have been playing another game and you made me essentially rewatch stuff I'm already aware of. You know what I mean? Is that a fair assessment, Ham? Or
Yeah.
or you think I'm being partisan now?
No, you do what you want to do, brother.
No, I'm saying does my logic make sense or you disagree?
I mean it's fine.
Hold on. All right. Big Mad Mo, welcome. Says LeBron need to take a year off, save his body to pay his to play with his son. The Microsoft showcase got the PS fanboys scared and running for the hills, changing narratives. Okay. Mishi Miyagi says the Starfield showcase alone will be better than the PS yard sale. He called it a yard sale.
Is he wrong?
Lord. Stanley Francois without blasphemy. Xbox gonna have a Jordan flu game performance. What is this? What is even going on? You know
this
what?
is when keeping it real goes
Last,
correct.
we are not. This is not even real. This is faker than all them fake tits in Hollywood. Anyway, Ham Solo. Last sports ball question. Then we'll get into the video games.
Okay.
Who is your pick for the Super Bowl this year? We're not locking it in, right? Just preseason. Who you got?
Man. So I think the Chiefs are gonna go right back to the Super Bowl again. I have a hard time just thinking of a team that can just beat them. And I think
So you're not picking the team that you like. You're picking you're going your
I
logic. You're not going
hate
with
the
your heart.
Chiefs.
All right.
I lived in Kansas City,
Fair enough.
and I mean, don't get me wrong. I love watching Patrick Mahomes because he's an artist. He is an artist with the ball. It's unbelievable watching him work. But watching him
And he
is
can
like
run.
watching him to me is like watching Barry Sanders for the Lions. Love watching Barry Sanders. Hate the Lions.
Settle down.
You know what I'm
Barry
saying?
Sanders.
Yeah. I mean, obviously one's a running back, one's a quarterback, but I'm just saying they're both.
Yeah, but Barry Sanders, when he played, it was like, this is unreal.
Are you telling me Patrick Mahomes ain't unreal?
Not unreal, just great.
Get out of here. All right, man. I hate the Chiefs, but I ain't finna cap. Dude is
I'm not
insane.
I don't know, man. I guess no, man. Barry Sanders to me was like,
I don't know what you do.
Let me finish. Barry Sanders to me, right? Because I didn't watch all his games live. I watched a couple taped games because we didn't have like live ESPN games. Barry Sanders to me was when you cheated in video games. When you pick a character, right? Set all his stats to like 99. Barry Sanders had everything on 99. That's what I got from him. It was like, this is crazy. This shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be possible. With Patrick Mahomes, it's like, he is refined. He is amazing. He's cool. He's great. But he's not like cheat code great. You know what I mean?
You clearly haven't watched very much Patrick Mahomes. It is clear. Yeah. Bro isn't even that old, and he has a highlight reel. A crazy highlight reel.
Big Mad Mo
like 5 seasons.
Brings up a good point. Big Mad Mo brings up a good point. He says the new age football, the quarterback can't be touched. I 100% agree with this. It's just like when you see, even in the NBA, a bunch of guys averaging 25 points plus. Dude, 25 points plus now is fine. 25 points 2005 and previously, that was crazy. That was like exceptional. But it's easier to score now. So value of the score is different. So when I'm talking about Barry Sanders, I'm talking about how he moved the sticks by sheer will. You know, just him. Like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, every year a new quarterback is coming in. Yeah, every year a new quarterback is coming in, and they're saying he's going to be the new Patrick Mahomes. But he's not that legendary.
You know what? We're not making this.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan of the Chiefs at all. I don't like them, but I'm not finna act like if he was my quarterback, I wouldn't be excited.
I'm not saying he's not excited. Again, this is like the LeBron.
You're sitting here taking the context of me just saying excited and saying, "Oh yeah, excited means mediocre." I'm talking about fantastic. No, man, I'm using exciting. I'm using excited as this dude is something you have to see if you know football all the time, and like this dude makes you want to turn on the game. Barry Sanders did the exact same thing. He made you want to watch a Lions game.
Okay, Decado says, I watched him play high school ball. Mo is right. 70s and 80s hits were different. Decado, did you watch Barry Sanders in high school? For real? Confirm that in the chat, please. Big Man Mo says, one finger on them and it's a penalty. 100. Welcome, Casino. Welcome, Silent Cypher.
We can't pretend like you can't sack him or that people don't get blasted as quarterbacks as it is. Like they're acting like they're holding.
They don't get blasted.
They still do. They just get a flag now.
Oh my
yes,
God.
They do. They just get a flag now with it and possibly get kicked out of a game, which is college for the most part.
Okay, Ham, put up a poll. For the people that are in here interacting with us over these sports talk topics. Would you like us to start the show 30 minutes earlier so we can have more time to talk about sports? Right now, let's get to the games. Big Man Mo really wants to go into it. He says you really can't. Dank Nate bringing in the flames. All right. So we had a topic. We had a list of topics And as usual, you can set your clock to it, gentlemen and ladies, if there are any in the chat. You can set your clock to it. Anytime we have a set number of topics, right? Activision Blizzard comes in and just freaking throttles the crap out of it. The acquisition, I mean. Anyways, South Korea's Fair Trade Commission is reportedly oh, excuse me. South Korea's Fair Trade Commission is reportedly unconditionally approving the Xbox and Activision Blizzard merger. Ham, what are your thoughts on this one? Go ahead.
I'm not surprised anymore by any like I remember the first few, I was like, yeah, that's dope. Let's go. Now I'm just like looking at this stick in the mud. And while everything else seems fine, and I just hear South Korea approved it, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure they did. Like that's how I feel about it. I'm just like, I'm sure they did. I'm sure everybody in the world's approving it, right? But there's just this stick in the mud right over here that doesn't want to do it, and they will even say nonsense to make sure that it doesn't happen. And right now, I mean, they had the cat hearing earlier today for the CMA and Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal, and I mean, repeatedly, it just looked like they did not know what they were talking about, or were just reaching for straws, and it was just, it got to the point in listening and watching that court hearing, because I watched like a half hour of it. I watched like the tail end of it, the last like half hour, 45 minutes of it. And whenever the CMA's people went to speak, like, maybe I'm thinking into this a little too much, I don't know. But whenever like Microsoft or Activision or Microsoft's people were talking or whatever, they were just rattling off their thoughts, right? Or rattling off what they had to say. When they moved over to the CMA, the CMA's portion to speak, it was like it was a lot of like 2-3 words and and like it was just like, do you guys know what you're here for? Like, what's really going on back there? Like you guys sound so uncertain, so uncomfortable, and I'm sure you guys have
being paid to do it.
Yeah, it's like, are you sure you know why you're here today? And like, I'm sure you have some sort of grievance, and it may be valid, but I tell you what, you don't sound confident. That's what I took away from that. I was like, man, he sound like he on trial for something he committed.
Yeah. It's been a tough one. It has been a tough week. As far as these reveals go, I don't want anyone in the chat to think I'm salty or anything about this thing.
Hit that like button.
I really don't care. Yeah, smash the like button. Yeah, come on, get them likes up. I'm not salty about the acquisition or about the approvals. I just really want it to be over. I want them to announce, like, we're done, right? Getting approvals or rejections. The final decision is X. That's what I want to do. Because whenever I see these things come up, my question is always, okay, how does this affect the overall deal? Oh, it doesn't affect the overall deal? Not yet? All right, then. So can we not talk about it? But people want to talk about it, so here we are. Michael Raymond says it was pathetic, not gonna lie. Jeremy Brown, welcome, brother. He says both FTC and CMA representatives were speaking like that. They went from college graduates to preschoolers learning how to read. All right, now I need to defend these people. I need to defend these people.
Why do you feel the
Fellas,
need?
people, the people at the FTC and the CMA do not, they do not do video games the way we do. They also regulate acquisitions in every field. And when I say every field, I mean every field. So oil, entertainment, stationery, hygiene, everything. So what they do is they always do like surface level research for every industry because it's just there aren't enough there isn't enough frequency of acquisitions within every single industry and sub industry within them to justify having a gaming department at the CMA, a gaming department at FTC, etc., etc. So, sure, they were fumbling, but if you pay attention to their other stuff, they fumble with everything else because they have surface level of understanding of almost every single acquisition that they either approve or reject. Silent Cypher says, dude, they need to just let this thing go through and be done with it. It's gotten to be an absolute joke. LOL. Hamothy, am I wrong to defend the FTC and CMA for
Of
not
course.
being gamers?
Of
Avid
course.
game. Okay, go ahead, justify it. I'm curious. I want to know why.
Have somebody talk about it that knows what they're talking about.
As in hire like an outside consultant.
Yes.
I can't counter that one. Michael Raymond says this hearing is pretty huge for the Microsoft. They wanted the code. Dude, I always try to argue the other side, even if I think it's crazy, just to balance the show out, but this is ridiculous. Anyway, they wanted the court case to happen in August, September. They got it for July. Sour says no sports talk. Sports is so overrated right now. Sure. Whatever. Ooh, Jeremy Brown says, yeah, but
you
it's
know
the
he's
job.
mad. You know Sour's mad. You don't want to talk nothing about the
Yes.
Celtics after what just happened.
No.
If
No,
that
that was rough, dude.
if it was the other way around, he would have been here early.
Or he would have been like, yo, I need to rewind. We need to speak about this. We need to talk about the Celtics doing something no one's ever done. Now he's sitting his ass off in the corner. Jeremy Brown says, yeah, but it's their job to explain why you're blocking the deal. They were very confident with blocking it. Dude, ignorance and confidence like this, bruv. Anyways. Okay, we're done with the CMA. We're done. We're done. The Korea, add them to the heap. South Korea, add them to the heap of countries.
It's amazing how much you want to talk about sports over positive Xbox news. That's interesting.
Ham, what other angle would you like to cover in this?
No, that's fine. I mean, run the show. Run it right off the cliff, bud.
Right up. Oh my god. Anyway, let's go to the poll. Ooh, the poll is looking delicious. 50-50. We still can't get a winner. All right. Let's see
No, right? It's like I
show.
asked the question just now again.
Dude. Right. Next we have, and this one is another topic I'd like to skim over real quick. But hey, if you in the chat want to get into it, we can get into it. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart comes to PC July 26th as Nix's software collaborates with Insomniac Games to bring the interdimensional adventure to ultra wide screen monitors everywhere. Solo.
Wait, what? Say that again. What happened?
You're gonna make me read this again. All right.
Ratchet no. Just what
Clank.
happened? What about it?
It's coming to PC.
Wait, what?
July 26th.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
God.
How, though?
Oh,
it doesn't.
Welcome.
Does the PC have Kraken compression? How are they going to do this? How are they going to pull this off? I mean, I mean, this has to be. I mean, I'm assuming since the 4090 came out that the PC finally has the power to be able to run this game. And DDR6, right? We're doing that. This is a moment right now. And to think, we found this out today. And remember, this is a video game. We found this out today. And it was wild to me how it didn't replace the Gran Turismo 7 movie reveal trailer. Because, I mean, in my opinion, this is a little bit more interesting, but hey.
No one is trying to share their L's, bro. No one is trying to publicize the L's. All right, they didn't even make like a big deal out of it. All they did was they put a quick Twitter post that they didn't even promote. They just like dumped it and tried to run, and then everyone did what you just did right now. Everyone's like, yo, hold up, come back here, come back, okay, come here. Fuck's going on here? What's this? What did you just drop off here? Everyone did that, and PlayStation not replying to nobody, not liking tweets. I think they posted that, then they muted that tweet. That's what's happening. I checked. They're not retweeting. They're not doing nothing. That tweet was put out as a contractual obligation. Now we just keep it gaming or keep it moving. Ah, damn. That is essentially what happened.
What as I said for my tweet when I posted that clip from Iron Lord's podcast of Colin Moriarty coming out and saying exclusives don't matter. As I said in that post, it's an interesting time in gaming, brother. It really is. And I say that
suddenly
with a
exclusives
smile.
don't matter.
I say that
Suddenly
with a coconut smile. Oh my goodness. I feel like a kid with his first root beer float right now.
Let's go. Damn, the first one. That one was fire. Mr. Joanna Dark said Xbox cooked the CMA like they were Jimmy Butler and the CMA was the Boston Celtics. This is a good analogy, but I had one at work that I forgot, and now I remembered it thanks to Mr. Joanna Dark. So you get like 10% of this. Ham, what do you think about this analogy? Nintendo is the Nuggets. Heat and Celtics is Xbox and PlayStation fighting tooth and nail just to find out who finishes second.
I mean, sure, if you want to put it in that terms, that's fair. And this year, right now, I feel like the Xbox showcase is Game 7.
Ooh! Hold the phone. No. We don't do that.
Game 7.
It's TSWS. No, it's TSWS gaming, not TSWS showcases. No. Game 7, Ham Solo. When Starfield comes out and when Spider-Man 2 comes out. That's Game 7.
Whatever.
Let's go. Then we can talk. Let's go to the chat. Decadal says Ratchet and Clank now available on 1070 Ti near you. Jeremy Brown, exclusives don't matter anymore.
Yep.
Okay, so my understanding of this whole SSD thing, right? When it initially came out, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Also, come on, y'all, smash the like button. Ham Solo. My understanding was the SSD made it so Ratchet and Clank could only be played on the PlayStation console, not that it could only be played on the PlayStation. That's what I understood. that it
Whatever.
couldn't
It
be
sounds
played
like
on
you
there.
doing a bunch of walking in circles. Don't nobody want to hear that garbage. We knew exactly what they meant when they said what they said. And what they meant was we can play it because we have the power. That is exactly what they were saying with that. Stop it. Stop all this. Let me fit it. I mean, this is why I called you Loke Moriarty. Because you keep
Oh
trying to
Lord,
find these
stop it.
creases to make it okay.
That's not. I'm not saying
And
it's okay, dude.
it's just like, dude,
Also,
cut
it
the
is
cap.
okay. Also, it is okay, Ham Solo. Like I said, games being locked onto on specific platforms for me, that's not a win. I don't I don't assign any value to that. All right. So if PC players get to play Ratchet and Clank, for me, I'm good. I hope they get to play Ratchet and Clank, the next one, day one, and they don't have to wait 1 or 2 years. I'm fine, completely fine with this. All I'm just sharing my understanding of the initial announcement, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but that was my understanding. Um, can we move on from this subject, or you want to stay on the Ratchet and Clank thing?
I mean, hey, you're the one trying to, help a brother
All right,
out.
fine. So let's
That
address
brother
the
being
elephant.
Jim.
Let's all right. Let's address it. Is Jim Ryan a liar?
Is he a liar? No, I don't think he's a liar.
Did he lie? Did he lie
Did he lie about what in particular?
about this specifically? About Ratchet and Clank only being possible on the PS5? Did he lie?
Um, maybe if he was referring to something else, sure. Yeah, or like the other way around. Maybe if he was like referring to this can't be anywhere, but maybe he was referring to his ecosystem, and that's the best possible way I could understand what he's saying. It's only able to be played here. Maybe you're talking about it ain't able to be played on the Vita, or this can't be played on the PS3 or PS4,
Or the
but
Switch?
or on the Switch. But I mean, I think a Series S can handle that game.
God damn! The slander. The Series S. Man.
Yes.
All right. Big Mad Mo says, how many coming to the green side after June? LOL. Ham Solo, do you think it's reasonable that if Xbox has a big, and I mean gargantuan, showcase, so avowed gameplay, uh, what else does Xbox has coming? I can't think of anything else
You're
besides avowed.
asking me just to say things that they could show?
Yeah, like okay,
Okay, I
Senua
can have a
Saga,
list.
all these
I
games.
I got a ton of things in my mind
All
that
right,
they
all right.
could show.
Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. Let's say Xbox puts out a ton of fantastic gameplay and trailers. Do you think people are switching to Xbox?
No one's
People on PlayStation, on Nintendo.
I don't know if they're switching, but I think people are buying an Xbox. I don't know if they're going to just I mean, it's very telling to what Phil said, especially, the whole part of people aren't going to just sell away their entire libraries from last generation or what they got currently this generation. We all know Xbox had a pretty slow start for this generation. We all know that. So if people already went and picked up PS5s and stuff like that, they're not just going to go run and sell them unless they're at the situation I was when I was a kid. Right. So when I was a little kid, I had to sell my shit if I wanted to upgrade or do something. So
And that's what the majority of gaming is, bro. Let's be fair. Let's be honest here. Most
I don't
no,
know
dude.
anybody else's pocket like that.
No, I'm not even talking about anybody else. I'm talking about the majority. Are you telling me you believe that over 60% of the gaming population can afford to have more than one of the main three consoles? You actually believe that? I'm not even talking
They
about
can
just planet wise.
well Probably not. But like I said, I don't actually know. I mean, that's still a
Oh, I'm
guess.
telling you, no. There's sites that have done stats on it. I
Okay.
might have to Google a couple, but I remember having reading lots of articles. Well, not lots, but like 5 or 6 over the years, where it averages out to like every gen, 9 out of 10 households have one console, and that's it. Throughout the life cycle of that generation, most households have one console, and that's it.
Okay.
So for me, my answer to this question would be I don't think anyone's switching sides because people are too invested, which is something even Phil said. You can't out console Nintendo and PlayStation because obviously the trolls cut it as soon as he said we can't out console them. They cut it there. But if you listen to the whole interview, he said people are too invested in the current ecosystems. So you can't
But look,
just take them away.
that's why Xbox spreaded themselves out the way they did, being cloud, PC, um, console as well. You know, like you can literally almost play anything anywhere. So, I mean, to your point that, you know, most families only buy one console and kind of keep it moving. Xbox then at least allows you to figure out if you really want to get into that ecosystem. And if you're super
Because it's
tentative,
cheaper.
if you're super exactly the entrance fee is very cheap, right? Now,
Mm, mm.
yeah. Now there's various ways to enter, but in all actuality, if you really didn't want to invest into the Xbox ecosystem, but you still wanted to try it, you could spend what $15, try something on your phone or on the PC or something like that, and just see, oh, is this up to snuff enough for me? Am I seeing myself wanting to buy a controller to continue to play this game that I can only play touchscreen right now or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Um, and people overlook those kind of things because, I mean, who wants to play cloud gaming? You know who wants to play that kind of stuff? People that want to demo and just try crap out. Get in and get out and see
Cozy
if it's
below
worth a damn. Or yeah, people like
cozy
Cozy
below
that just
chat.
or people like Cozy that just don't want to they don't want to spend more money. They just want to they just want a game. They
Play.
don't care about all of the
Yeah.
performance and fancy gimmicks and all this stuff. So
Do
I
I
mean,
own it?
exactly. So I
Mm,
mean,
mm.
it's kind of wild how early Xbox kind of adopted this structure. Or maybe it's not, because maybe it's just a
Forward
lot of
thinking, man.
people following suit now, and I'm thinking that Xbox was forward thinking when really they could have possibly uh you know made some of this stuff up as they went along.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go to the chat real
Some of
quick.
it.
Jeremy Brown. Jeremy Brown is kind of surprised that Hazardor Gaming says Xbox is not a worldwide brand. I can confirm this. It is not. It is not. There's many places where you say, "Oh, I'm gonna play Xbox," and it's like, "What's that?" But Nintendo, PlayStation, these are things that when someone says worldwide, right? It's like LeBron James. There's people that don't. A lot of people don't follow basketball. They know who the hell LeBron James is. Gaming, same thing. It's a lot of people that don't play video games. They know what Nintendo is. They know who Mario is. They know what PlayStation is. They might not know any of the exclusives, but they know what PlayStation is specifically. Xbox has not attained that level for uh, various reasons. Tim Per brings up a good point. Says even if they can afford, they are not buying, or their parents aren't buying more than one. Exactly. I'm in the same situation right now. I've got a PS5. I've got an Xbox. It is a struggle to get through the games on both platforms. The idea for me, right? The idea of getting like a Switch is just like I don't think I've got time to justify that purchase. But getting a Steam Deck, that that would work out long term because of all the other games that are on PC, and also like synchronizing with Game Pass and whatever, so I can also get through my game log. So there's that. All right, so we're done. We're done with Jim Ryan and PlayStation putting Rift apart on PC. Next, we have to talk about the game that seems to be taking over the internet, Street Fighter 6. Glowing reviews everywhere. We've got here Inverse 10, 6S Axis 10, Gaming Nexus 10, Noisy Pixel 10, VGC 5 out of 5, Gaming Trend 9.5, Game Informer 9.5, IGN 9, GameSpot 9, Press Start 9, Shack News 9, Metacritic 92, OpenCritic 91. Ham, is Street Fighter the fighter to end all fighters?
Here's it. It could be a 12 out of 10. And I don't care. I'm not into Street Fighter. I'm done.
Street Fighter.
I'm sorry. Enjoy, y'all.
I can't believe
Not
you
me.
said that. You know what? So, Ham, I think it's because of people like you that fighting games don't make it to Game of the Year, even like contention, just to be mentioned as one of the nominees. Why do you look at Street Fighter and no matter what anyone says, you're like, whatever. Sour blow, stop with the blasphemy in the chat. I will kick you out. Go ahead, Am. He knows I won't, but he'll freaking do it.
There's plenty of people that don't like. Here, Luke. There's plenty of people that don't like Souls games, and it still won game. Elden Ring still won Game of the Year. All right.
God damn, that's where you're going. That's where you're going with this.
That's where I'm going with it.
Get good. Essentially, fighting game developers get good. That's where you're going.
I'm just saying, like, hey, I don't like the game. I'm not going to review the game, and I'm not going to tell somebody not to play the game because I don't like the game. So I'm not going to disservice somebody else. If you want to hear something about Street Fighter in a positive light, go listen to somebody else. You ain't going to hear it from me. I'm not interested.
That's not right. That's not fair. Fighting games are some of the best, genre-wise, right? It's in the top 3, in my opinion. It goes RPGs, first-person shooters, fighters. That's
Bro,
how I look
I'd
at it.
rather
So
be stuck on an island for a month with Crossfire X than play Street Fighter.
let's go to the chat. Brown says Street Fighter 6 is getting high reviews.
No, Sour Blow, I don't have your back. Tekken's better.
He said it's easier to play. Wow, MK1 will shut all of that down once it releases. Guys, Street Fighter 6 is rated 92 on Metacritic. 92. I don't know, man. I think that I love Tekken. I doubt Tekken will get a higher rating.
It probably won't.
Yeah, it probably won't, dude. Come on. Big Mad Mode Instinct. I'm trying to
Man, your internet is
I can't find the
trying.
reason. Jeremy Brown, I'm happy for Street Fighter 6 and whatever. Jeremy Brown says I'm happy for Street Fighter 6 and Capcom, but let's be real. That's what I wanted to write. Those reviewers are only playing fighting games because of free codes. I don't know. Because if I got a review code, I'd be playing the crap out of Street Fighter 6. I'm not sure I'd give it a 9, but I would play the crap out of it for at least a week. And then I'd realize it's still 2D and then just move on with my life.
Is it that? I'm interested to see, like, from honest players that in people that have played Street Fighter 5, how much better this one is compared to the last one that got kind of left out. in the field.
If there's anyone in the chat, go ahead. I play Street Fighter 5. I was on it for about 3 hours and then uninstalled it and moved on. I will be getting Street Fighter 6 sometime this week, maybe next week. And then I don't expect it'll be a 9 for me personally. But hey man, if someone out there thinks it's a 9, let them have it. You know what I mean? Let them have it. Jeremy Brown says yes you will, but they won't. All right. Ham, we're done with Street Fighter 6's incredible scores.
Thank goodness.
Lastly, on the
Well, I've been telling people I cannot wait for that game to come out just so people can shut the hell up about it because I don't care.
you can move on.
Yes, please.
God damn. Why do you hate Street Fighter so much? Why do you not care
that
so
was the
much?
first 2D fighter I dropped. That was the first 2D fighter that I dropped when I was young. Just because, you know, I've had some fun with it. My favorite part of the game is probably some of the mini game things that you could do, like beating up the car and whatnot.
Mhm.
But like I said, after 3D fighters became more prevalent, specifically games like Tekken, Power Stone, Soul Blade, Soul Calibur as well. Bro, like I was done. I was done with 2Ds. And Mortal Kombat is fantastic. And the only reason I don't give Mortal Kombat that same smoke is I just love the fatalities that they have. I've always thought that was so cool that they got fatalities in the game to really make your opponent feel like garbage. I thought
Yeah.
I thought it's
Yeah.
fantastic. So yeah, in that respect, that's why I mean I just see Street Fighter as a way more boring version of way more dull and boring version of Mortal Kombat with thick Gears of War looking ass fighters. Like I'm good.
God damn. Ryu's fingers, dude. His fingers is just like wow. Let's go to the chat. Sourblue18 says, "Have you, Ham? Are you playing AEW game? Looks fun. Ham, will you be playing the AEW game?"
You know what? I'd love to play that game. Probably won't buy it on day one because what I want to do before I get into that game is watch some AEW. I kind of want to get
Yeah,
into the
apparently it's good.
swing. I kind of want to, and I've asked, and I think Sour actually came into my my replies and said that it's a dope that it's a dope wrestling wrestling platform and whatnot. So I mean I watched a little bit of it, but this was like 2015 or 16 ish. Back when like Dalton Castle was on there with the boys and they had the super kick dudes. I don't remember what their names are. I wonder if they're still around, if they're still there, because man, if I got to hop back into an AEW show and see those dudes super kicking people all over the place, bro, I definitely have to hang out and check out their storyline and stuff like that and see what that's all about. Sour Blow, let a brother know if them super kick brothers are still in there or not. 'Cause I'm curious.
All right. So while you were speaking, I was checking the schedules, right, for confirmed games this June, and I think I'm probably gonna get AEW. There's nothing else that speaks to me, so I'm probably gonna get it. Since our blow brought it up, we're gonna have to jump to AEW. So AEW Fight Forever launches next month. THQ Nordic and Ukes Media Creations have announced that AEW Fight Forever, the officially licensed All Elite Wrestling game, will be available June 29th for PS4, 5, Xbox One, the Series Xbox consoles, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
That's what I was thinking of was Ring
AEW
of
Fight
Honor.
Forever.
I was thinking of Ring of Honor. I wasn't thinking of
Okay.
AEW. Damn it.
Okay. Next thing you're gonna say, TNT. So AEW Fight Forever promises to bring easy to pick up but difficult to master arcade wrestling alongside wrestling gameplay alongside a full campaign mode, multiplayer, creator wrestler, and various other unusual modes. In our preview of the game, IGN said, obviously it's IGN, our impression of AEW Fight Forever is that it is exactly what it looks like, a throwback to what many view as the golden age of wrestling games. So, Ham, right there, just that quote. And this is why it's important for publications like IGN to exist and maintain their credibility. Just that makes this a day one for me because I've been playing the 2K WWE games for years, and I always jump on and quickly jump off because I don't like the way the way they've tried to like simulatify it. It's not fun. It's too technical. I do understand wrestling in and of itself is technical. That's not why we used to buy the WWE, WWF SmackDown games and all those other the WCW games, etc. It was fun. It was just pick up and just have mindless fun. Now it's too technical, and for me, that's not fun. Does that quote make you more or less interested in the AEW game?
No, that 100% makes me more interested in it just for the fact that, like, what they just said with the whole, like, easy to play, hard to master, that's like, that takes me back to like WrestleMania 2000 days, No Mercy
There we
days,
go.
where
There we
it's
go.
just
Know your
like,
role.
where it's just like fun. It's just like not so much. I I don't even know how to like describe a 2K WWE game.
A wrestling game.
Like it's
Unfun.
cringy. It's cringy with like some of the like things that you do, which I understand that WWE is sometimes cringy, right? Um,
Mm.
but at the same times, it's
Remember when Vince said the N word? That was wild.
that I don't know why you brought that up.
That was something.
But
I'm just
anyways,
saying, it was something.
but what is it called? I I feel like
Mm.
I feel like they put a lot of energy into making it real, which I think they did a fantastic job switching the way that the recent WWE games compared to the old ones where you had to like use the sticks to to uh to do like submissions and stuff like that. I didn't like that. But like now it's more
Mm.
button based and like tapping and stuff like that, which I'm more accustomed to and liking that kind of stuff. So the new WWEs are getting better about being just more fun. But if AEW is coming out with that game and it's just stamping fun all over it from the start,
It's gonna
that
blow
to
2K
me,
out the water.
that seems, I don't know about that. But to
It
me, that
will.
just seems more entertaining than simulation wrestling, which is what 2K is trying
Mm.
to be.
Mm. Mm.
Which I
Mm.
mean, I'm also one of those
Yeah.
people that like I love me some arcade goofy football sometimes more than I like simulation football games. I can
Yeah.
see
And
myself
in this
playing
case, in
much
my
more
personal
hours
opinion,
of Blitz over a Madden. I
then
mean, I mean,
NFL.
Madden's probably
Yeah.
going to last longer because of the simulation aspect of it, and I know all this stuff, and I can
And the brand power.
yeah, and the
And the brand
brand power
power.
and whatnot. But like, if something can sell me on fun, I'm gonna repeatedly probably come back to it over and over and over, and it won't be crap after a year, or I won't get FOMO of them having a
The
2023,
next one. And
2024,
the next one.
2025.
Oh.
Like just come out with a good quality fun game and just leave it alone until you know you have another great idea.
Yeah. All right. So AEW Fight Forever. I'm down day one unless something big gets announced at the Xbox Showcase and then just swallows up June. But as things stand right now, I'm gonna be on Street Fighter for maybe a week, and then I'm gonna go back and try and finish Jedi Survivor. Then as soon as AEW comes on, I'm jumping on that one. Hamothy, let's continue talking video games. Diablo 4 hype. How hyped are you for Diablo 4?
I am
Go off, brother.
extremely hyped for this game. Shout out
I'll be right back.
Silent Cypher, brother. Helped a brother out with picking up that game when I was talking about it not that long ago. And yes, the pre-order has been purchased a while back, and the download for it is supposed to be coming here soon. I believe that they're going to be having the rating, or I think the rating's already out for Diablo, actually. And it is sitting pretty nice. So let me actually go on ahead and pull that out. Diablo 4 Metacritic. And I'll put this on the screen so you guys can all see it. And of course, I'm going to pull it up for the Series X because that's where I'm going to be playing it. So there you guys go, right? Oh, wow. Okay, so Diablo 4 looking fantastic at a 92. I'm pretty sure that I predicted this game being a 91. We'll have to double check that with Loke when he gets back because he wrote all of our scores down. But I 100% day one. In fact, I have the pre-order already taken care of for it. So not just the pre-order, not the pre-order, but the early edition for it. So I'm gonna be able to play on the 1st, which is this Thursday, instead of having to wait on the 5th to play it. So then all you peasants can come in on the 5th and clog up my server.
Oh my god. Hamothy. First off, I just want to correct you real quick. You did not say 91. You said 92.
Oh, I said
You were off by
92?
1 point.
No.
Yes,
Then I
you said
nailed it because right now it's 92.
What? God damn it.
How about
Even when
that?
he's right, he's wrong. All right. Don't mind me, I'm having some lasagna.
It's probably going to change. It's probably going to go down to like possibly a 90. In my opinion, that's what I think is going to happen. But then again, I know the Diablo community is very proud.
It could go up.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it could go up. They're very proud community.
Yeah. It's not just the Diablo community. Now we also have to look at all the people that didn't really care much for Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, Activision
but now
community.
That the dear Xbox, now that the dear Xbox community, now that that their dear Xbox might be purchasing it, suddenly you want to review Brigade positively.
It sounds like you're coping, Loke.
I'm not coping. I'm not coping. I'm just saying facts. All right, just saying facts. Hamothy, do you think Xbox is very happy about this result? The reception that the game is getting.
Do I think Xbox is happy about it? Is that the question? You said Xbox?
Yes. Xbox specifically, because they are working to acquire Activision Blizzard.
I mean, yeah. I think if they're looking at something like this and they're like, yo, I mean, obviously I think Xbox is very concerned with showcase or the games showcase and the deal. But like if we're looking what would be like the fourth thing or like something like kind of cloudy that's interesting, yeah, this game definitely there. Definitely interesting to see that at a 92. And I mean, come on, who wouldn't be happy about that? I mean,
Suddenly,
it's just like
matter.
Well, No, I'm not specifically saying that. You asked me if the company would be happy to see that, and I'm just saying, yo, you're
It's a
on the
big one.
dealership, and that's the car right there, right? That's the car you've been looking at for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And you figure out that car has a fantastic, highly rated, I don't know, sound system inside of it. And that's what
Or the
this
mileage
is.
is amazing.
Yeah. Or the mileage. It's just like, man, I'm looking at this car, and the reviews just came in, and there's a piece of this car that is absolutely valuable inside of it. I want that. And then on top of it, I mean, Call of Duty and everything. Let's not forget about that. The whole reason this thing is in court.
Billion.
I mean, let's keep it a buck. If Call of Duty wasn't on the table, this whole thing wouldn't be in court right now. It wouldn't be a big deal.
Jim Ryan wouldn't be so salty.
Facts. So yeah, yeah. To answer your question, Loke, yes, they're looking at this and they're happy to see it, and they really can't wait to have it.
All right. So just to confirm, you're gonna be playing Diablo day one, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Tomorrow. All right. So
kinda.
How so?
Kinda. Well, you said tomorrow, and tomorrow over here is Wednesday.
All right. Cool. Anyways, for anyone jumping into Diablo day one, Diablo tweeted out the following information. Reach level 100 on hardcore mode and tweet hashtag Diablo 4 hardcore with proof with proof to have your username immortalized on a statue of Lilith. Offer limited to the first 1,000. Restrictions apply. Ham Solo, you think you're gonna be a part of the first 1,000? You think you can do it?
No. Hell no, man. No.
Hardcore is easy. It's easy. It's just hardcore
goodness. Mode. I mean,
it's nothing fancy,
bro. I'm sure me and a few friends might give it a try with like a separate character, because I think hardcore mode, once you die, you're dead. So
that's pretty much it.
So I wouldn't mind giving that a try with a few friends, but I tell you what, I am not racing
100.
I am not racing some of these psychos out here in these gaming streets that ain't finna go to bed until they hit 100.
Yep, there's people that are not gonna sleep, they're not gonna eat, they're not gonna bath, they're not gonna do nothing, just till they do this. 100. Okay, but you will be getting it day one, correct?
Well, I already have it.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's already pre-installed and all that.
Not
already made space for it. I said, you can go right here.
Wow. Okay, so while you're playing Diablo 4, I'm going to be slogging through Street Fighter 6. Ugh. Life is so fair. The last piece of news on Diablo 4 is that Diablo 4 will be missing WASD support at launch. So for anyone that doesn't play on PC or has never played on PC, it's the directional buttons that almost everyone uses on PC. Is this a big deal or it's nothing?
I don't know. What the heck is it?
Dude, the directional buttons on PC. It's W for up, A.
That's not going to be working?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's from GameRant. WASD will not be available day one.
I didn't put that together until you pretty much spelled it out for me. So I mean, that is interesting.
It's something.
because that, I mean, right. Diablo is like a PC game, man.
So real quick, let me read the article. There have been various sources that have confirmed the lack of WASD support for Diablo 4. Rod Ferguson, the executive producer of Diablo 4 franchise, has also confirmed this recently to a player. According to him, they're very aware of the feedback, but in the meantime, he's recommending to most with accessibility issues to give controller support a try. PCMR for the win.
Damn.
The
PC's having a
lack of
tough year.
WASD
PC's
support.
having a tough year.
Yeah, it's been rough. Then they call us second-class citizens with our boxes. Okay. The lack of WASD support started a passionate discussion within the gaming community. There are those who feel strongly about a need for WASD support due to accessibility reasons, as mouse control can be either painful or just entirely impossible with certain conditions. A controller can help, but it still requires the type of movements some may find difficult. There are also those players who simply swear by WASD control, finding it the easiest way to navigate in an RPG. Oh man, sucks to suck. Sucks to suck. At Yodani Kazada says showing support for Austin, Texas. Yep. TSW gaming. Well, Loki's only a few miles. Okay, sure, whatever. Welcome Yodani.
I just had to let him know
Smash
that
the
you were
like
close
button.
by. You're only a few miles away from the city limits.
Yodani, like, subscribe, share it out, etc., etc. Thanks for coming through. We really appreciate it. Ham Solo, WSD, not in your beloved Diablo 4. Is this an L?
For PC players, not for me. I'm playing on Xbox.
Oh, you're playing it on Xbox with a controller, and that's fine for you.
Yep. I mean, it's fan-freaking-tastic. I tell you what, man, I am not mad. I'm doing great.
He's fanboy. Right.
Did you really schedule today's show for 3 p.m.? Why did you schedule today's show for 3 p.m.?
I didn't. Something happened. I swear I scheduled it for the same time, but for some reason it just switched.
What happened was...
Feel free. Yodani, please feel free to vote. We're currently at like 50% on each side on the poll. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Anyway,
it keeps going to 50.
Gollum,
I think people are trolling.
Pretty much. Gollum developers apologize for the game's underwhelming experience. So this is from The Verge. The developers behind the Lord of the Rings Gollum have posted an apology after critics and players alike slammed the title for lackluster gameplay, unrefined graphics, and overall bugginess. In a message posted to Twitter and Steam, guys, Twitter is a real place now. This is a quick aside. I'm just saying, Twitter is a real place. This is not some virtual whatever that you can ignore. So in a message posted to Twitter and Steam, Daedalic Entertainment says it's sorry for the game's underwhelming experience. This is a quote from them. We acknowledge and deeply regret that the game did not meet expectations we set for ourselves or for our dedicated community. The message reads, we genuinely value your feedback and have been actively listening to your voices, reading your comments, and analyzing the constructive criticism and suggestions you have provided. The studio adds that it has been working on fixes for some of the bugs and performance issues players experienced and says it will keep players updated on its progress. I'm Solo.
I just have a quick clip I got a quick clip to show the crowd. You won't be able to hear it, Luke, but yeah, I got a quick clip to show them. So this was a little bit from Gollum right here that you might be able to see in the center of the screen. And this was this person playing it. I think you guys should check it out. Let me make sure that my audio is set to the right area so you guys can hear it, which it isn't. So perfect. All right, so here.
I kind of want to test getting discovered. Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it, chat? Should I test? Just see what happens. Just see. I kind of want to try it.
What's the plan, Thug? Skip the lunch.
Intruder! You stay there.
That describes a lot of that game. Look, she can't even take it serious.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Like people are playing. All right, look, I'm done with that clip. But people are playing the game out of a joke.
It's a meme at this point.
It's a meme. It is. It's. I'm telling you, I ain't touching that game.
Yodani, real quick, I'm not actually in Texas. It's just a joke that Ham likes to throw out there for everyone. Much love to you too as well, yes. But I'm not actually in Texas. I'm in Mozambique. I mean, it's a country in Southern Africa, right? I'm not in Texas.
I don't know why you feel
Big
like
Man
you
Mo
need to
said
clear
hurt
that up all the
controller.
time. Don't nobody care.
Hey man. Anyway, Big Man Mo said herd controller is the best way to play anyway. And he also says, can the Gollum game be called a game? So Ham Solo, you wouldn't play Gollum even if someone paid you to do it.
Oh, if somebody paid me to play it, I'd definitely play it. I don't see why not.
Okay, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I mean, come on, man. But people
It's
go
just
to
kind
work.
of-
People. I mean, that's like asking me, "Hey, man, would you serve somebody a McDonald's burger?" And I'm like, "Sure, if they're gonna pay me."
Sure.
I mean, first
Okay.
of all, you gotta. First of all, like, yeah. I mean, it's just as simple as that. If you're gonna turn this into a job and I'm getting money for doing said tasks, then no beef.
No, I
Just
thought
don't
I'd
ask me to
found-
love
I
it.
thought I'd found. True. I thought I'd found an ally in Yodani, but he seems to be having too much of a blast with this one. Probably another one for your army, Ham, of people that will be convincing us that, or convincing new viewers that I actually live in Texas.
He said
Anyway,
Austin,
Dragon Heart
Mozambique.
Yobi's not
It's
feeling.
close.
It's Dragon Heart Yobi's not feeling the sports talk. Go
It's
ahead.
Wakanda, Texas, as K Mega says. It's Wakanda, Texas.
Seriously, you know what? Never mind. So as far as this game is concerned, the big concern for me is not even how the game came out. When they announced it, right? The big thing for me was like, so before we even come up with a concept of how it's going to play, are we sure this is the right character for us to invest
Right.
millions of dollars in a franchise with literally like hundreds of quality characters, and you go with Gollum as your protagonist? I mean, he's interesting enough, but come on, dude. You think
That's a
people want
side
to stay at his
character, man.
butt
That's a side character.
for 20 hours? Just no, dude. I think that's where the real mistake was made. Sure, unrefined graphics, lackluster gameplay, etc. They added to it, but I'm pretty sure even Kojima would fail to make a convincing Gollum game people would want to play. Like I would play the crap out of it because it's a Kojima game, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, I can't wait! It's Gollum." It's like, what? No, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? So many characters in the Lord of the Rings lore, and you went with this guy. Anyway, while Polygon writes the game sorely lacked personality. Damn. So you're getting ripped by all these places. The people usually rip them. Now they're ripping the game. While Polygon writes the game sorely lacked personality, GameSpot notes it crashed over 120 times in 11 hours of playtime. That's a lot of crashes, man. That's a lot of crashes. IGN says it's simply not fun to play. The PC version of the game currently has a rating of 41 on Metacritic.
It went up.
This game is so bad. Yeah, it was on 34 the last time, but it's 41 now. This game is it's so bad it makes Redfall look okay. That's how bad it is. Sour Blow says it's like making a Game of Thrones based on Sansa. Pointless. No, it's not even a game. Not even a game based on Sansa. You could make it like political intrigue or something. Gollum, dude, is like freaking. I don't know, bruv.
So you get to play as a crackhead.
Yeah, like a crackhead with no real, like, oh my god, I don't even know how to just describe. Just he's an interesting character to look at, but you need to draw the line between looking and analyzing a character and would you want to personify? Because when we play games, what we do is, and it's a meme that we throw around all the time that, oh, I've had 1,000 lives. You have to want to embody whatever you are playing.
Bro, they could have had a better
Right?
game with Tyrone Biggums.
Yes, that would have been much better. Yodani says we're talking about video games or how many Ford Mustang drivers have wrecked in the last hour in Texas alone. Yodani, your comments, right? Like, I need you to set
Let 'em
set
know.
your clock to the lowdown. We need you around here, man. This is fun. This is very fun. What? I'm like, okay. All right. So Gollum, terrible game. Devs apologized. Ham Solo should the devs have apologized?
If they felt the need
That's the
to, then
question.
yeah. I mean,
No. Objectively speaking, not what do they think. Objectively, when devs put out a game, devs or publishers, when they put out a game like this in this state,
oh yeah, then
should
yeah,
they
absolutely.
be obliged to apologize?
Not only should they apologize, but the people funding and forcing them to put it out at that time should also apologize. Sorry that we forced them to put
Yeah,
this thing out there like this.
yes,
They're a really good studio, and we forcibly embarrassed them. like that's what I
yes. Let
that's what I
'em know.
think really needs to start happening.
Let's be honest, because when everything goes well, no one drags out the devs. Brian, you go and take the credit. That's not what happens. The execs, the big wigs at the top, they're the ones who go and take the bow and say, "Oh yeah, I'm this and I'm that, and my vision was this, and my management was that." But when it goes to crap, silence from the top execs. It's all the devs' fault. So yeah, I 100% agree with that one. Yodani says, not gonna lie, I saw the dreaded game dev apology and was scared another delay happened. So it was the Gollum game and nearly pissed my pants laughing. It's true though. It's Gollum. Who really gives a crap about
Yeah,
Gollum to that level? I'm sorry.
I mean, you tell
No, dude.
you can even tell Lord of the Rings fans that this game failed, and they're gonna shrug their shoulders at it, like, "Oh,
It's
who
Gollum.
wouldn't have seen that coming?" I mean, this character sucks.
Oh
so,
yeah.
So why would I be surprised that his game sucks? You know what I mean? It's like it goes hand in hand.
It's not a shock.
Why are
It's
we
not a shock.
mad?
Yep. Quick confirmation. Starblow is asking if we're going to be streaming June 11th game show.
Absolutely.
You bet your ass we will.
Absolutely.
You bet your ass we're going to be doing
we,
that.
we were on 108 Dragons podcast for the PlayStation Showcase.
Because it was a PlayStation showcase.
No, or else we would have been there. I got invited forgetting what day he invited, and then by the time I realized it, I was like, I'm not going to let him down and tell him no now. So 100%, like, I'm doing it for the 11th. We are going to be doing that damn thing for the showcase. And I pray that I don't end up looking like, you know, Jay Bari and Persona and them, because man, Them
Let's go
watching
with
that
camera.
PlayStation
Let's
showcase
go on
was
camera.
them watching
We're
that
going
PlayStation
camera. Ham.
showcase was
We're going with
tragic.
camera.
It was
Let's
tragic.
do it, Ham Solo. Let's do camera.
All right.
Let's not do like no camera. I want to see your face.
Okay. Fine.
Fark, welcome. Says, hey, I suppose I have to say hello to Loke as well. Jokes aside. All right. You got jokes. You got jokes. Welcome, Fark. Welcome.
Nice entrance.
Anyway. Oh my god, got me spitting on my foot.
Disrespectful.
Anyway, next we have major game developer dismisses Sony acquisition rumors. So this is from Game Rant.
This is just L after L. Do you have any good PlayStation news? Oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank going to PC. My bad. Continue.
That's good news. PlayStation's gonna make money off of that one, so that's good news.
It's great news. Look, it is really good. It's good stuff. Proud of PlayStation.
Okay. Is that your version of Matt's God bless? Is that your version?
Hey, God bless
anyway.
PlayStation, man. God bless.
Major game developer dismisses Sony acquisition rumors. So CD Projekt Red denied a recently emerged claim that it's currently in talks about being acquired by Sony. Rumor that Sony is planning this acquisition surfaced online over the weekend. However, the CDPR, the Cyberpunk 2077 developer, denied that allegation also almost immediately. We're not in such talks with Sony. Company rep Ola Sondesh wrote on Twitter a day later. Her comment on the matter arrived in response to a tweet from YouTuber Last Known Meal, who also dismissed the notion of Sony acquiring CD Projekt Red as baseless, noting that this exact same rumor has been circulating online since before Cyberpunk released in late 2020. Ham Solo, what are your thoughts on this rumor being debunked so quickly?
I'm just going to say it's been a hard week. It hasn't even been a whole week yet for PlayStation. And I mean, nothing says we're having a harder time than having to reach for another acquisition right after your showcase, and you don't even know if this is true or not. You're just grasping for straws. I've seen some, I don't know if you want to call them legitimate, but fairly legitimate PlayStation fans posting in this with like, hell yeah, PlayStation news. And it got debunked.
Oh my god.
So
tell me you didn't take any
fast.
screenshots. Please tell me you didn't take screenshots.
I just retweeted one of them. His name is Hunter. He does a lot of like things that's going on. Now he did say take it with a grain of salt in there, but I was just thinking, just the fact that you posted this is just like telling me that you're sweating, that you're not feeling the best. You're not so confident. I mean, I understand grain of salt leaks are like the thing now that a lot of people like to do. They like to, oh, here's a grain of salt leak just in case something does happen. Then I'm like the first to break it or something, right? But man, oh man, saying CD Projekt Red is on the way over. That's a big name drop without any real tangible information. So yeah, to me it just smelled funky.
Please don't get. You know what? Let me get messy. Whatever. Dorian Gray says CDPR and Sony don't even get along. Big man.
You think they want to buy them? You think they want to buy them after they kicked off their game off of PlayStation? You think they
Hold
want
up.
them to acquire them? They're like, hey, please buy me so we can make you disappointed and you can take another one of our games out of your store. That sounds great.
Listen. I want to quote what Ola Sondes specifically said. She said, "We're not in such talks with Sony." Now, let's go down the rabbit hole real quick, Cam.
Stop
or
it.
or you can kick me to the side and we
I'm
don't go
kicking
down
you
the
to the
rabbit hole.
side
She
right
said,
now. Stop it.
Would you let me finish? She said, and I quote, "We're not in such."
Uh-oh. Of course, you have some BS to say and your screen freezes. Go figure.
Such talks. Welcome, Matt. It's cool, bro.
You
It's
froze completely. Right when you started, you
Did I?
froze. Right when you started. And I was just like, that
Matt,
means we don't need to go down this hole.
hold up. Let me switch my ISP right now. Oh my god. All right,
Okay.
am I back on? Am I back?
Yeah.
All right. Matt likes games. Thanks for coming through, bro. Appreciate the support. Fark says, that smells funky. I hope nobody joined the stream when you just said that. Ham." Damn, Matt, they got you bad. Okay, Ham, come with me down the rabbit hole. She said, we're not in such talks with Sony, right? Ham, if someone asked you, are you in talks with your current wife to get married, what would you say?
I'm already married.
No. You would say.
Well, I just told you what I'd say. See, this stream doesn't want you to say what you got to say, Loke. Because what you got to say is just not it, bud. But I mean, you guys see, the internet ain't even agreeing with him. It just can't happen this way. Stop asking me silly questions, Loke, and you can come back to the stream. All right? Get it through. Get it together. Get your ass back when you're ready to stop asking me some silly ass questions. Because I ain't here for it. He had to go. He had to step away, ladies and gentlemen. Too much cap. Too much damn cap. Couldn't listen to any of that shit, man. Couldn't have it. I didn't kick him out. I know that's what y'all think. I didn't kick him out. He politely stepped away. Because what he was saying was some bullshit. I know what rabbit hole he's trying to go down. He's trying to say, hey, we ain't in talks with Sony about it. Could Xbox? No. Xbox ain't getting no CD Projekt Red right now. That's right, Matt. Texas yeeted his ass. Get him up out of here. I tell you, man. So when it comes to the CD Projekt Red thing, to me, as I said just a moment ago, I can't believe Sony thought, or not Sony, but Sony fans thought that this could be something that's actually going to be able to be done. I mean, I know they're jumping in joy after getting, what was it, like $8 billion or something like that more to be able to spend and stuff like that. But if you just look at the way they've been purchasing stuff, it's going to me, I don't think you're going to see anything from Sony get purchased within the sense of a name that you've heard of, or like not a name that you've heard of, but like a big name, like a CDPR, Take-Two, EA, or any of this stuff. I don't think you're going to see any of that until Sony feels cornered, completely cornered, and they actually start to see their numbers start to dip or something like that. Right now, they were so confident to come out with that garbage ass showcase, right? And act like things were just honky-dory and cool and just fine when it clearly wasn't. They do that kind of stuff because they're looking at their numbers and they're just like, I mean, I guess I can flex right now. I can do whatever I want. I can come out with some BS right now. I can go on ahead and just have a crappy showcase and it's just fine. Nobody will notice. Nobody will care because we are bringing in the cake.
Who's bringing the cake?
I was talking about when Sony might actually purchase a high name developer and stuff like that. I said that they haven't done it yet, not because it's like they can't afford or something like that, because they don't feel shook enough yet. They're still in first place. They're still selling crazy. They're so confident they came out with the Q Lite, something nobody needs, nobody wants. They're so confident that they came out with earbuds and a streaming handheld. The earbuds, that gets a pass. Streaming handheld, I don't know how tone deaf you got to be to come out with that. To me, that is throwing money. It's like having a wad of hundreds and just throwing it at a stripper and turning it around. It's just like, I just don't care about my money.
My internet fell for 5 seconds and this turned into a bash Sony podcast. No. What the hell?
No. What it turned into for you is I need to save Sony podcast. You heard something you didn't. You heard something you were like, you're just like, I need to go put some tussin on it.
Some Robitussin. No. All right, that wasn't funny. Listen, Ham. Going back to my little conspiracy theory.
Oh my God!
What
Here
if
we go again?
the reason she said that is because they're actually not in talks anymore because they have passed that phase.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go a different direction with it.
No. That's why I use the analogy of you and your wife. If someone asks you, are you in talks with your wife to get married? You would obviously just be like, no, we're not talking about getting married. We're already married. But my conspiracy theory is that she said, we're not talking about acquisition. It's done. She just didn't
You're
say it's
fucking
done.
high.
What are your thoughts?
Get out of here. What is wrong with you? You see, this is why Discord kicked your ass. Because you over here on this absolute bullshit right now. Like, what are we doing? Is this the type of service that TSWS is giving? Because if so, we might as well just close up shop. We assuming that the Lord is in hell and the devil's in heaven. Is that what we doing right now? We doing dumb assumptions?
Well, technically the Lord is everywhere. So he is in hell, sorry. I'm just saying half of that assumption is correct.
Okay.
But clearly roundly rejected my conspiracy theory. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I don't know. I'm just saying the best response would be to say we have not been acquired and end of discussion. She just said we're not in the talks with Sony. That's all she said. Matt says, LMAO, what the F is local? I'm on the good. That's what I'm saying.
He's on something. I'm not sure if it's good.
Everyone is talking about God here, guys. Settle down. Fark says Loki's back, must be using the neighbor's Wi-Fi. No, dude, it's Discord. For some reason, Discord just freaking killed itself. I had to uninstall and really reinstall in this time that I was off. Fox says Loke does things to trigger. Don't mind him. Funny as I don't know. Mad likes games. That showcase broke him. He is coping so hard. All right,
His coping's
fine,
out of hand, y'all. It
fine.
is. It's out of hand.
When I'm proven right in a couple of months, because I'm such a magnanimous person, I won't even throw these L's in your face. I'll just be like, it's fine, guys. No problem.
I mean, look, we can tell
asked
you
me
missed
if
your
I'm on
shots as a
crack.
child.
Hey, man, my excuse is I live in Africa. So, yeah, anyway, Dragon Ayobi says, are you on crack? Are you okay? I have a bumper you can call. Who's a bumper? Oh, a number you can call. Dude, but I don't have credit to call international numbers. Literally, I can't access this help that you're offering.
I'm pretty sure
Yodani says
911
Discord is
works
another
and
word.
it works all over the world, Loke.
No, actually, it's not. It doesn't work all over the world. I know. In America, you guys assume everything works the same way. It doesn't. If you dial 911 anywhere outside of the United States of America, nothing happens.
So
Nothing.
911 doesn't work in Mozambique?
You will bleed.
You guys don't have the
If
special
you
number?
dial the number 911, you will bleed on the side of the road. That's what I'm saying. Yodani says Discord is another word for disharmony, which your takes are, sir. All right. Oh, it's 999. Oh, Yodani's okay. It's 999 in England. Yeah, every number has a different number. Every country has a different number. I'm saying 911 doesn't work. Dorian Gray says cope, seethe, mauled. I don't know, man. It doesn't have the same panache when Alex as when Alex says it. Anyways, clearly no one is buying what I'm selling, so let's move on.
No.
Hamothy, The Witcher 3 reaches impressive sales milestones 8 years after release. CD Projekt Red has recently revealed that Witcher 3. Oh, fine. Let me get into this. So CD Projekt Red has recently revealed that Witcher 3 has sold over 50 million copies so far. Well, it's not a secret that The Witcher 3 is one of the most successful games of all time. It's quite surprising that the game is still selling well 8 years after its release. Someone should have put like a comma here. Come on. Around a year ago, the developer stated that The Witcher 3 managed to sell 40 million units, which means, and this is key, that around 10 million units were sold in a single year. Ham Solo, what are your thoughts on one of the most mid RPGs of all time?
You so disrespectful.
Still selling
for that.
like game.
Well, it clearly ain't mid if it's selling like gangbusters. Still to this day, 8 years after launch. In my opinion, it's not my favorite game either, though, Loke. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't my favorite. But I know a lot of people that absolutely love The Witcher. It's just the scenery for me is the scenery, the story. I just couldn't get into it. But my bro Justin, because I bought The Witcher 3, and
everyone bought The Witcher 3, dude. We all fell for the hype.
My brother, my brother Justin, shout out to him. He bought the game and he loved it. He played it for like at least 100 hours or maybe a couple at this point. But I just couldn't do it, and I'm the one that bought the game, so he enjoyed it off of my dollar. But congratulations to it.
I just checked the wiki. Witcher 3 is now 9th placed in. Oh my god, this is crazy. Witcher 3 is in the top 10 of the most best-selling games of all time. like individual games, not franchises, but just like individual games.
Mhm.
Witcher 3 is ninth place. That's wild. That is crazy to me. Also, Wii Sports is fourth. The fuck? Um, Yodani says he offended the OG African American Elon Musk. So he turned off his Starlink satellite for those takes. All right.
I thought it
Fark
was funny.
is pissed off that I. Of course you did. Of course you did. Fark says such slander. How dare you say I bought it? Still haven't got around to playing it. Exactly. I feel like Witcher 3, right? Ham, come with me down the rabbit hole. Witcher 3
Stop taking me down these
is
damn holes.
Witcher 3 is the number one edition for the death of Superman. I think it was 1992 or 91 when the comic came out. A bunch of people just bought it, kept it sealed just to say they had it. Okay, Matt Likes Game says Witcher 3 goated. Dorian Gray, 50 million. That's why they'd never get sold to Sony and cut off 3/4 of their sales. Same thing with FromSoft. No multi-plat publisher wants to get sold to Sony and cut their sales by over half. It's a point. It's a point, but not all purchases are mutual. Just putting it out there. You can purchase a company without them. If you're big enough, they can go and do it through the back channels, stocks, etc. Casino says I hated Witcher 3 at first. I didn't get it at first. After a year or two, I decided to try it again. I love that game. It's a masterpiece. You gotta get past the controls, in my opinion. Okay, so for anyone that's here and doesn't know about my disdain for The Witcher 3, I'm not talking from a position of what I did with Horizon. I didn't jump in and then quickly jump off. I jumped in, I played the crap out of the main game. I finished it in the hopes. The whole time I was playing, I was like, eventually this is gonna get good. This is gonna get good. This is gonna get good. Oh, are those the credits? Is the game? Oh, the game's over. Okay, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. So that was my experience with Witcher 3. I played the whole thing, and no, it's a 7 at best, in my opinion. Matt Likes Game says exactly, they're crushing it right now. It makes no sense to sell to someone who will lock your games to one platform. All right. Ham, are we done with Witcher 3? Hap,
I hope so.
The mid. Yeah, guys, stop buying it. Witcher 3
Don't tell
and
people to stop
GTA 5.
buying it. Oh my
Stop.
god. They already
GTA
said
5 and Witcher
they already
3.
said they're making
Stop.
a new one. The only reason, see, I remember saying stop buying Grand Theft Auto because I was just like, they need to make a new one, but they already said that they're working on a new Witcher, so I ain't tripping that people are still out there doing their thing for it. And plus, it's not an online game. They're not. They're not taking advantage.
Ham Solo CDPR has never lied to you.
I'm not saying that. What's that? What does that have to do with what I just said?
I'm saying they could be in development till 2030, depending on how sales go. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, they ain't doing that.
All right. Okay.
I don't see the benefit of that.
Okay. All right. Well, gentlemen and ladies, thank you so much for joining us on the Lowdown. Hamothy, take us out, bro. May I have some more lasagna?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you've been eating this whole damn time, sitting here hungry as a mug. I got some food though to go smash. Thank you everybody for coming through and checking out this episode of the Lowdown this week with me and brother Loke the Pony 7 out here doing his damn thing. We appreciate you, big dog. I know you had a hard week, but I mean, come on back over to Xbox and we'll have a good time on the 11th, brother man. But anyways, I have
Most
another
of my
show.
games I play on Xbox.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time. Yeah,
This
just
guy.
so you guys know, he does play it majority of the time on Xbox because they recognize his card information and stuff. They recognize that he's actually a human. But anyways, I have a show later on tonight that I have to do behind them sticks. I'm doing it tonight instead of Thursday because Wednesday evening I am leaving town. And I had to reschedule the brother from Thursday to today. So I hope to see you guys come back through. The gentleman's name that I'm interviewing tonight is Retro Game Brew. Really, really cool dude. Plays a lot of retro stuff, as you can hear it in his names and whatnot. We will be doing that tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys pop up, show your support, hit that like button, subscribe. And if you haven't already, hit that like button here and subscribe to us for more content. And then we will be back after Wednesday, which tomorrow I think I'm going to still do my show, my solo show that I do. And then on Friday, we'll be back for bullshitting with Loke, Cozy, Matt, and I guess we have a guest. Is that right?
Surprise guests I will be announcing on Twitter.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, thank you guys for showing up. I will see y'all soon. And as I always say, keep it game or keep it moving. Peace out, y'all.
Oh, yo, Danny. This guy's calling me a native.